Hello everyone, it's Natalia here on the 9th of March. Welcome to our live angel readings. Sorry about that if you jumped on and you found me live and then I ended up cutting the video off. A phone call came through that was really important and I had to take it and I didn't know how to stop the video. But anyway, I'm back and here is the proper video. Here is the proper live for you. So welcome everyone if you're watching me live on Facebook. Hello if you're watching me on YouTube. It's getting harder to download the videos and put them onto YouTube. Let me tell you, Facebook have been messing with the system again to prevent us from doing all kinds of things. So it's a challenge. So I might not even make it onto YouTube. Who knows? But anyway, we do what we can under adverse circumstances. We press on, don't we? So who is with us this morning? We've got Lucy, we've got Laurie, we've got Sarah, we've got Nancy, we've got Marianne. Hello everybody. And Desley's here, she's just joined us. Good morning, Desley. So it's the full moon today. It's the super full moon, the worm moon, apparently it's called. Now I haven't looked into why it's called the worm moon. So if anybody can enlighten me on that, that would be wonderful. But I do know that it is a full moon in Virgo, and if you're in my angelic circle, we're going to be doing a gathering to harness the beautiful power of this Virgo full moon this evening. So my loves, where do we begin? We begin by saying good morning to Magdalene and to Carrie Ann. I wanted to call you Carrie Ann, that's a song, isn't it? Carrie Ann. Where do we begin? Talking about world problems. So we've got enough problems of our own to worry about, haven't we? Without global virus problems and markets crashing and all that kind of stuff. And I just wanted to say a few words about that before I begin this morning. And what I want to say to you is this: that worrying never solved anything. All it does is makes us stressed, gives us less sleep, and sleep is so important for us, my darlings. We need our precious sleep because that is when most of our healing is done. So even if we've got nothing going on in our bodies, we need to repair any kind of little tears or damage that was done to the muscles in our body during the day. We need those red blood cells to be all beautifully filled up with oxygen. We need our cells to repair and renew. And most of all, we need to reboot our energy levels. So it's so important that we get a really good night's sleep. And if we're worrying about things, that's gonna interrupt our beautiful sleep, isn't it? So what I would say to you, my loves, is do everything you can not to worry, and do everything you can to eat well, to take care of yourself. So stress is going to lower your immune system. Eating stuff that's not so good for you, comfort eating, is not going to help your immune system. So I don't hear that anybody's been stockpiling and overbuying fresh fruit and vegetables. I don't hear that. So I think we're good in being able to get hold of those. So get yourself some oranges, lots of vitamin C, and lots of freshly prepared things. So cook things from scratch, my loves, so that you know exactly what you've put into whatever it is that you're putting in your body. So avoid the processed stuff. There are also some really beautiful teas. Green tea is a fantastic, we know that, it's a fantastic way of boosting the immune system to be resistant to bugs. This time of year, we have a lot of bugs anyway going around, viruses and things. So green tea, if you don't like the flavour of green tea, I can highly recommend the flavoured ones. I have a peach one, and if you're in the UK, there is a tea called Immunity. I don't see anyone stockpiling that either. There was lots of those on the supermarket shelves when I was there last week. Immunity with the T-E-A. And it's green tea with pineapple and mango. It's enriched with vitamin C and it tastes gorgeous. My daughter doesn't like green tea, and she loves this Immunity with the green tea with pineapple and mango. It's delicious, so I've been drinking lots of that. Not too much, everything in moderation, a couple of cups a day, always drink a little cup of it before I go to sleep so that can help my body. The other thing that I would really recommend you taking as a supplement is magnesium. It's fantastic for helping the body to have a really good immunity. And also echinacea. Echinacea, my loves, I have not had a cold for 2 years, and I take echinacea. Whenever I go out into a place where there's lots of people, I just have 1 tablet before I'm going and 1 tablet when I get back. And if I feel the onset of any sniffles, I take 2 tablets twice a day until, the things have gone. So don't take it all the time. Just, be sensible with echinacea. You can get it in drops, you can get it in tablets, and it's reasonably cheap, and I don't see anyone stockpiling that either. All right, my love, so that's just my 2 pence for what it's worth for today about all of the panic. Calm down. Say to yourself, I am healthy, I am well, I am wonderful, and all is well in my world. And when you tell yourself that, your mind believes that. And we know the power of the placebo effect, my loves. We know it so well. The placebo effect is where people have trials for drugs, and certain people are given the drugs, and certain people are given something that looks like the drug, but there's nothing in it. It contains nothing. And their bodies heal themselves, or they have this miraculous results from this, simply because they believe that they're taking the drug. And so with the power of your mind, you can make yourself well, you can keep your immune system high. Do not believe the hype. If you read all of the stuff and you go, oh, I'm in a vulnerable group, so you walk around feeling vulnerable, your mind is going to tell your body it's vulnerable. If you walk around going, I believe I am strong and well, then that is what's going to happen for you. And you may think I'm being trite and I'm dismissing things. I'm not saying go around and infect yourself, but I am saying that there are things that we can do that nobody's talking about. Nobody's talking about this. Power of positive thinking, positive affirmations, eating healthily, keeping yourself as strong and as well as possible, treating yourself like your own best friend, and getting lots of sleep. Okay, that's really important. All right, so let's get on with the messages. So I saw that Desley mentioned what the worm moon was all about. It takes its Native American name from the first worms emerging out of the ground after the chill of winter. Yes! That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Because we've got all these beautiful spring flowers. So the spring worms. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Now, while I was rabbiting on, I have completely missed who's come into the room. So good morning to you all. I'm sorry if I've missed you. So let's have some messages for the full moon. Let us see what is going on in the world. Okay. So I am going to draw 3 cards for this week from the Angel deck, the Angel Tarot by Radley Valentine, and we'll see what's going on for the full moon today. So our message for the full moon, this is for the collective, this is for all of us. And times like this, it makes you realize that how connected we are. So we walk around in a state of disconnect most of the time, don't we? Connecting with our own little group of people that we want to be connected with. And then the power of understanding that we are part of something bigger, that we are part of the world. We're children of the world, as the Bee Gees used to say. And we all need to take care of each other, don't we? That's the big message for us all today. So these are the angel cards that I'm using for our collective message for all of us this morning. So let me just pop that there. And Margarita and Amanda and Rita are here. Okay, so this is what we may be feeling at the moment. This card is about illness. It's about healing. It's about being down in the dumps, being fed up. Okay, so, but what is really beautiful is they're leaning upon one another. So the 3 of Air is like the 3 of Swords in Tarot. It can be about bad news. It can be about feeling fed up, literally feeling ill, feeling an illness. A dis-ease is what disease means. A discomfort, being uncomfortable, being sad, generally our whole kind of mood being deflated. But what is really interesting is that we have this full moon in Virgo. And I was telling my daughter about this yesterday. Virgo is the healer. Virgo rules hospitals and medics, the medical profession. It rules nursing. It rules having a system. It rules our health. It's the sixth house of getting things done and getting people to actually have some kind of rigorous process. And so this is what's happening with the governments. They're kicking into action, aren't they? That they're getting having all these meetings, and they're having these different levels of activity. But what I would say to you is, the Three of Swords can be about being ill, but it can also be about the healing process. So I feel as though that what this full moon is bringing to fullness for all of us is to rely on one another, to make sure each other is okay, to pass on good vibes, to be supportive, to be self-supportive, to think about others in your actions. So if you're feeling a bit poorly, even if it's just a cold, don't go out and spread it around with other people. Make sure that you're being considerate and that you're sneezing into a handkerchief and you're throwing that away, that you're washing your hands all the time and you're not spreading germs, that you're giving other people good advice about how they can take care of themselves too. So this is about comforting yourself, comforting others, trying to lift yourself out of being down in the dumps. Now, the other wonderful thing about the full moon in Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury, and the ruler of the planet Mercury, the guardian of the planet Mercury, should I say, is Archangel Raphael, who is the healer. We've got Mercury retrograde at the moment. This is wonderful that this is all happening during Mercury retrograde, because it's helping us to rethink, to review, to look at our patterns of behavior, of movement, of the way that we're looking after our own bodies. Because when we are healthy, when we are really healthy, then we will not be under such a threat of coming down with things. I know there's an inevitability of certain things, and we also have to accept that, an inevitability, that if you are meant to have something happen for you around this time, then go along with that inevitability, because it's something your soul asked for, something that your soul asked to learn. I don't want to learn that. It's not something I want to be part of, but then I can't resist that. The only thing I can do is by making my immunity resistant. There are certain things I can do. So where you have power and control, take that power and control, my loves, and just take good care of you. And Adela, you're saying you feel better than you have felt since you went to the beach this weekend. You actually went to the beach for healing. That's wonderful. Doreen and Christiane and Kim and Preeti, hello loves, welcome. So the second part of the week, so this represents sort of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We've got so much more upbeatness. So I feel as though things are going to turn a corner, because full moons illuminate things. They bring things to fullness. They bring everything out into the open. They can bring solutions. They can bring completions, and then we can begin a new cycle. So what is really important to note is that those two are looking at each other and going, we can see a way forward now. So this Three of Fire represents being able to move forward and beyond. So I feel as though there's a breakthrough. There is this, the sunrise, the sun sets, and it will rise again, my loves. So whatever it's setting on, I feel like this full moon's going to be significant. Monday and Tuesday I feel are going to be significant days, and then by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, we're going to see some kind of breakthrough. We're going to see new beginnings, new opportunities to face the future with hope together. And they have got those fiery ones fully behind them, and they're able to move forward. So isn't that lovely? That's about a collectiveness. Threes are about celebration, joy, reaching a milestone, being able to see the way forward more clearly, and being able to live in the moment, be able to be much happier in the moment. So that is lovely. And you have a huge scan next week. You need positivity today. That's well, I hope that it's good that you have your scan, so you're able to get something looked into, isn't it? But I'm sending you lots of positive vibes, lots of love for your scan, my love. Okay, so the last part of the week, going into the weekend, we have the Six of Air. Now, love this. This is getting away from problems. This is leaving problems behind. This represents a vehicle to move away from problems. So that can almost be, you know, anything that's irritating us, anything that's causing us consternation, anything that's creating obstacles, issues, particularly with the mind, because the air element is all about the mind, the workings of the mind, the functioning of things in society and everything that's going on. And the being able to metaphorically or even figuratively get away from that. So being able to get into the boat and move forwards. So I feel like as though things are really looking up the end of a difficult situation. I feel like there's going to be some kind of breakthrough this week or a movement forward. This is kind of the breakdown, breaking everything down to its smallest constituent parts. And then we have the breaking through, the moving forward. The sixth, again, the sixth house representing Virgo energy, which is health, which is stability, which is practicality, practical moves forward and solutions. Now, if you notice, we have no major arcana, which are the massive things that are going on. So it feels as though these are small developments in the right direction. And there's a lot of, look at that, there's a lot of togetherness in these cards. There's moving away from things and people that are irritating us. There is this together reaching agreement to be able to move forwards. And there is this comforting one another. So I love those messages today. I feel as though they're bringing us strength. And that's what we all need, right? Isn't it, my loves? We all need strength and hope. Because as I said before, that has the placebo effect of creating all of the things that you want to see in your life. If you believe it, you can see it, you can create it. So let us have a look at our interactive messages this morning, shall we, my loves? So I have decided to, where are my other cards? Let me just find them. Oh, I've decided to get my little affirmation cards. So here are my, you've got 1, 2 or 3 that you can choose from. These are my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty. You can still pre-order these. They are available. I am going to put a link in the comments right now to those of you who have pre-ordered. They are going out to you on the 16th of March. That's a week today. Yay! So this time next week, we're sitting here holding these in my hands and posting them out to you. I'll be a busy bee next week, I tell you. So choose 1, 2 or 3, my loves. Oops, just 1 second. I have a delivery. I'm going to get it. Oh, my love. Why do they always deliver parcels when I'm doing my live? I needed those as well. They were urgent. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I dropped a link into the comments. I'm all out of breath now. And also these are my new cards that have come out. Oops, some of them are upside down. But these are the affirmations of wisdom and beauty as well. So we're going to have an oracle of wisdom and beauty and an affirmation of wisdom and beauty too this morning for all of us. 1, 2 or 3. These have the little giraffes on them. And the giraffes, people are saying to me, why did you choose the giraffes for the back of the affirmation cards? Well, the reason I did that was because obviously they're tall and thin. Oh, Nicole, I know. Well, this is what happens, isn't it? 44 watches. So the giraffes, they fitted perfectly because of the length of the neck and everything on the cards, but also the meaning of them is about rising above, being as tall as you possibly can. And I love the fact that we have two giraffes on here, because the two giraffes is about, you know, always learning and growing and stretching and being self-sufficient as well, because a giraffe can go for 3 months without water, so it can go for a long time. And able to be self-sufficient, and that's you in this lifetime, my loves. All right, so if you want to order those affirmation cards, or you want to add them to your order, just let me know. They're available there. Right, so let's have a look at number 1 is your message from the Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty. You have choices, important choices. Now the thing with this card is you're going to have to make a choice, because it's number 9, and number 9 is like getting to the end of something. It's the last number in numerology, apart from number 11, 22, 33, 44. But they're the master numbers. So the last simple numerological number. So it represents getting to the end of something. You can't avoid making this choice or this decision, and that you're being asked to make it for your highest good and based on what really matters to you. So do you want to go with the road that's well trodden, well travelled, the one that you always take, the one that most people take? Do you want to go on the magical, mystical one that holds all kinds of interesting things? Oh, this looks like a bit like a flying carpet. So what do you think? Which way are you going to go? So if you have an important choice to make, all of the yellow on this card represents the ability to be strong in your choice. So I feel as though you are going to take the road less travelled. You are going to take the choice that makes you be brave and really dig deep into all of that strength of yours that you've maybe never had the guts to do in the past, and now your angels are saying to you, you've got to do it, you've got to go down this path, and you may be a bit scared, but I feel like that looks more exciting in the long run. If you chose number 2, your message is the butterfly, and you're due a refresh, my loves. This is another number of completion. We've got 37, and when we add those 3 and 7 together, that makes number 10, and when you add 1 and 0, it's number 1. So it's like a reset, it's a reboot in your life. Spring is coming. So Desley told us that the worm moon is all about the Native American Indians, saying the worms are emerging from the earth because it's a lot softer, the ground's softer, all the flowers are popping up. It's spring. The worms are going, oh hello, I've been in hibernation for ages, what's been going on? And this is you rising, coming out of your chrysalis, emerging, joyful, into spring, with all of that colour. It's so beautiful. So all of you who chose number 2, gorgeous card for you. Well, they're all gorgeous actually, but you know, it's a pretty card. And number 3, if you chose this one, is money on your mind? Is your mind on your money? Because this is saying to you, you can build a pot of finances that you want. You can have the financial situation that you want. You can do this. You can go higher with money. You can have savings. You can rebuild. This is 1 and 6 added together is 7, which is your destiny. It's manifestation. So this is about belief. It's about channeling. All your thoughts, all your energy towards the star is what we want. Hello, Julie Kubiak. A belated hello to you and Robin Connolly. But anyway, so this is about being able to get to the object of your dreams. You see, we've got the 6-point star here. Now, let me tell you about the 6-point star. It represents the divine feminine, which is this one here, the downward pointing triangle, which is Mother Earth. It's worldly things, it's your worldly talents, it's all the resources you need to keep you going. And then we have the upward pointing triangle, which represents our spiritual talents, gifts, challenges, goals, all of that. And that represents spirituality and the masculine energy, divine masculine. So when we put them both together, that's you being powerful. So it's about you can have the financial freedom, savings, all the things that you're dreaming of, but you need to combine all of that energy into, and your divine life purpose is contained within the hexagon. We have a hexagon shape then that's formed by the merging of those two triangles. So it's a really powerful card, this one, because it's all about your purpose. It's what you came here to do and experience. So don't reject the bad stuff and only welcome in the good, because the bad stuff is the stuff that lifts us higher and makes us achieve so much. So welcome it all in, my loves, because it's here to teach us something really vital. So the affirmation of wisdom and beauty for you, if you chose number 1, I am never alone. My angels always lift me up when I forget how to fly. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm saying, oh, isn't that gorgeous? I wrote all these. So these affirmations are in the guidebook that go with the cards. And I wanted to have a separate little set of cards so that you can pull an affirmation for yourself as well and use them in conjunction with the card reading. So those are available to order in my online shop. I have just left the link, but I will do it again so you can get all of the stuff that I was showing today. If you've already ordered the cards, you can add those to your order. Just message me and I will do that for you, or I'll send you the link to where you don't have to pay the extra postage. But if you haven't ordered anything, get your skates on. If you chose number 2, your affirmation is, my purpose is to live my life to the fullest. I reach out eagerly for new experiences without fear. A beautiful message for you this morning, number 2s. And number 3, every day I free myself a little more from fear. I take time now to appreciate exactly where I am. So there you go. Take time to appreciate where you are. Free yourself from fear, particularly around worldly stuff. Just concentrate on you, taking care of people around you, but most of all taking care of yourself, making yourself as healthy and well in mind, body and spirit as you possibly can, my loves. That is the secret to a happy, healthy and successful life. That's what the governments aren't telling us about. Yes, do the hand sanitization, the hand washing and all of that, but take good care of you, mind, body and spirit, my loves, and stick around here and hang out with us, because we're all full of gorgeous stuff and we'll lift you up. All right, my loves, so take care, everyone. Take care of you. Take your vitamin C, your magnesium, your green tea, your echinacea. Wrap up warm, get lots of sleep. Really indulge yourself in all of the good ways. And I'm sending you lots of love, beautiful health and strength, and a fabulous immune system, okay? That's my wish for you, and I'm asking Archangel Raphael to deliver that to all of us. So have a wonderful week, my loves, a fantastic full moon. Take care, lots of love.